some of the CDC's own research has concluded that there's a genetic link at play with autism. Are you saying today that you don't trust that research or that it was wrong? Could you expand a little bit more on that?
No, there is, we have really good genetic markers now, and they provide a vulnerability. But those genetic markers alone are not going to dictate your destiny. You need an environmental toxin. There are many genetic markers that dictate the methylation capacity of the human body. Those contribute to, those dictate, listen, with many people smoke cigarettes and only 1 in 5 died from lung cancer. There were 4 of them that didn't. And those were the ones that had some circumstances, probably genetic, that made them more susceptible to it.
What he said doesn't make any sense. He's trying to paint a false equivalency here by saying that, well, smoking causes lung cancer in some people who are genetically susceptible, therefore toxins cause autism spectrum disorder in those who are genetically susceptible. He's trying to say that toxins is the reason why autism occurs and downplaying the risks of having a genetic profile that increases the risk of developing autism spectrum disorder. And his analogy here doesn't even make any sense because lung cancer is a leading cause of preventable death in the United States. It attributes to 90% of lung cancer deaths in the United States. It doesn't make sense what he is saying here. We know that smoking is a direct trigger for lung cancer. With autism spectrum disorder, we know that the vast majority of cases are attributed to genetics. An environmental factor here is not known at this time, yet we've been studying this for decades, so it's highly unlikely that we're going to find out what that environmental trigger is by September unless he has already created a preconceived notion. And he's already announced that within the next 2 to 3 weeks, he's going to announce several studies that are going to be ongoing related to these issues, when we know that when you develop scientific research studies, it takes months to create a high quality study and then show it to an institutional review board to look at its ethics. So none of this really makes sense to me.